Luke Cage is the next installment in my Marvel series of reviews I've been doing lately with their shows. I'm not gonna do Inhumans, by the way, and all that other shit. I'm doing the ones that I guess are kind of considered canon. So, I say kind of just because I don't really know how Agent of Carter and Agents of Shield still stand, but I don't really know how these shows still stand either, because I know that like Daredevil's obviously canon because Daredevil and Punisher as well, but and I'm sure Jessica Jones is, I'm sure Luke Cage is, but I'm not really sure with Iron Fist. We'll talk about that show next, and then we're gonna do Defenders, and then we'll move into Agent Carter, and then do the Agent Shield. Luke Cage started out really good. I thought the first season was pretty strong, where it had a really engaging plot, and the way it captured like the streets of Harlem, and just our introductory to this character is great. And what I also really liked about the vibe of this show is that it's very different from any other Marvel show, but uh, and that's good because Luke Cage is a very distinct character in a very distinct world. It felt very, it's weird saying this from a white guy, be the one to say this, but it felt very black, like in its vibe and its attitude, in a way that did justice to the characters and stuff. At least in the show, I don't know much about the comics, but I like the vibe. Season two, though, kind of fell off a little bit. Season two started kind of like getting in there, and just how do I explain it? I feel like it lost a little bit of its vibe and its flow, and it's hard to explain what I really mean. But I don't know. I just didn't really care about the plot as much. I thought the characters went through the motions a little too much. And Luke Cage, I also think is really hard to make interesting in the show because his skin is unbreakable, and and there's not really like much engaging going on with the fighting. So if the story's not super interesting, like I'm not really sure what you're gonna do because he doesn't have like the most interesting powers. Luke Cage is actually a better character to be in the Defenders because he's a fun character that can play off other characters. But at the end of the day, he kind of gets boring because he's very stoic, very no pun intended, hard, right? His skin's unbreakable, so you don't really feel too much like he's in danger a lot of the time, and you don't really get a lot out of him dialogue wise. Doesn't mean there wasn't good stuff in season two. I think overall both seasons are, at least first season was good. Second season was just okay. I think it worked. I liked the show, but it did feel like he is a little like of a kind of a character that needs to be in an ensemble more than his own show, and I think that's part of the reason we all got one season. Though I don't remember if this was one of the shows that Netflix canceled when Disney did the buyout, or they'd already canceled it, not planning to do a season two, which I'm fair with them not wanting to do a season two because it wasn't great. So let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe.